Will this be your lucky day? My name's Leela. You want to fight the Emperor together? A bunch of outcasts like us fighting right alongside the likes of ye. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Hey! Castle Deist. That's where we're supposed to be going. Cool. Oh, I remember this. Apologize. My husband was a dragoon. The Imperial soldiers killed him along with the rest. My son and I are the only two left. Oh, rip. I'm sorry. We found a pendant! Yeah, I would probably also still be playing WoW, especially because some of my friends that I made post-high school play WoW. So it's like very much up there as something that I would probably still be putting a lot of time into if I ever did pick it up heavy. I don't usually run from this many encounters, but I really just don't want to deal with these fucking turtles, dude. Land turtles. Alright, Street, we're gonna get along really, really well. Cause, you haven't been here very long. But, I think I personally owe Final Fantasy XIV, like, most things that I have now. I promise I won't keep running from all of the turtles, but I'm not having a very good time fighting these turtles. That's quite the guess, David. Didn't see that one coming. Yeah. Yeah. Do be a little spreadsheet. Okay, is this access to the rest and then... Okay, we have to go downstairs again. Fuck. Alright, it's alright. It's alright. It's fine. You know, it was really funny. Somebody left a comment on the video that was like, I think it's fine to skip 11 and 14 because, like, you know, an MMO would take a lot of time to discuss and whatever. Plus, you know, like, I assume playing every job would take a lot of time. And I have not responded yet, but if you guys think that there's a single job I have not unlocked in Final Fantasy XIV, incorrect. If you guys think that there's anything, aside from blue mages and healers, because I can't heal to save my own life, that is below level 60 at this point in time, also incorrect. I got some bad news, and it's that I am a heavy addict. Same Street. I'm literally on the exact same page. We're getting there. It's an illness. And Nim, yeah, I think so. I believe so. Get out of here, Press. Minor as in the job. Yay! I love that for us. Okay, well, first of all, up until I think it's now the most recent expansion, free to play. So you don't even have to start off with a monthly cost. You can just rock in and play for free. Up until I do believe it's everything before, what is the new one called? Dawnbringer. No. Yes? No. Whatever. So, yeah. Spread the word. Spread the word about Final Fantasy XIV. I am a problem. I've already... several people that have come in and out of this chat have left with, Final Fantasy XIV accounts, so... just a little bit of a warning. Dawn Trail, thank you! I'm sorry that I said Dawnbringers, that was wrong. I was like, Shadowbringers? Dawn... something. But yeah, so up until then, I'm pretty sure most of it is free to play. And I personally think it's very worth it. I think the story is great. I've already said it's gonna be really hard for me to talk about it in an unbiased way because of how much I love 14. So when we do talk about it, like, I'm gonna glaze it. I'm gonna glaze it a lot. Thank you for actually finding the copy pasta street. I appreciate it. Because you girl really do be doing that in chat, so. Mm-hmm. Yep. Welcome. Get with the program. It's a good ass time. Hell yeah! Oh my god. Okay, I can't say for life, because I was gun breaking pretty heavy for a while. I'm a Picto main now. Unfortunate. I started out as a monk main, then I picked up Gunbreaker, and then I picked up Picto and I haven't been able to put it down. I also love mech. I'm a big proponent of the mechanist class. Hey, yeah. 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 I started as a monk, which was really fun. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I just like doing DPS. I like DPSing. Prez, stop trying to tell chat things that were inside jokes when no one was around. For everyone wondering, I'm not a furry. Not that there are problems with furries. If you're a furry, go off, enjoy your life. I am not. Prez is an asshole. Oh wow, a Dragoon player. Those are so rare these days. Those are so rare these days. I feel like I haven't been partied up with a Dragoon in a long time. Alright, Prez, you're not gonna win with this group because they all play Final Fantasy games. Homie, this is a battle you're gonna lose. Look, I'm sure some of these people are Kamari stans. And if that's not the most Catboy character you've ever seen, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Catgirl supremacy, I'm sorry. Sorry, absolutely not sorry. Yeah, Prez, you just walked into the lion's den. Look, you gotta push it. I said, if you really want, cute dog girls to be the wave of the future, you need to front that cause. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Thank you, Street. Tell him. Tell Prez he needs to be a puppy girl. This is a good stream today. I'm having a great time, gang. A mithril armor is apparently worse than knight's armor. Oh, because it might be too much, of a stat decrease? For, what, accuracy? We'll see. Yeah, this dungeon is pretty rough. I mean, granted, that is one of the things that I do actually legitimately kind of enjoy in this game. Oh, it's invasion and magical interference down, evasion up. That's interesting. Is that the difficulty spikes feel very real. They feel incredibly real. Like, you never enter a point in these games where it doesn't feel like you have now just entered. There's a good comment. It might like that. Fuck, what was I even saying? God damn it. You never enter a dungeon or a new stage in this game where it doesn't feel like you are increasing a new difficulty. Thank you, also, Street. Okay. You have something better on right now. Okay, so yeah, just kind of shit. Cool. Yeah, wow, this dungeon's garbage. It's not like I was buying a lot of gear for everybody. They're just already out-geared from this portion. So yeah, it's one of those things that I really do genuinely like about 2. Specifically because in 1, and I brought this up, it doesn't really feel like that. Like, 1 you can really just do continuously, and there are very few points that feel challenging. I do like the challenge of this, which is another reason why I don't mind the pixel remaster as much, because while it does take the teeth out of some of the XP mechanics, I'd prefer to play without the XP mechanics if I'm also playing with the difficulty upgrades still. The dungeon jumps. So yeah, I don't know. We were talking about that earlier, Street. We were talking about, how I might take a look at the Saga games because of the fact that, like, I am starting to really, really enjoy 2. And if not for the system, for the story, and to, like, see that system evolve in a way that, like, makes sense for it, could be really nice. So I am contemplating a playthrough of that as well. Plus, you know, I want to play more Square games, so. That's good to know. Yeah, hey, look, maybe we'll get a Romancing Saga 2 remake playthrough sooner than later. We'll see. Yeah, grinding to or within the Earth Cave, is, like, kind of the way to do it. Unfortunate as it is. But it's just, you know, if you really do just want a cozy, fun, I get to kick back for the rest of the game, that is the way to do it. Yo, I love the straight dichotomy in chat between people who grind and people who don't grind. I think it's really cute that, like, there are very much firm believers in both camps. Not me opening the map for the 3rd time in a row because I straight up cannot navigate to save my life. I realized I kind of had to do that, as far as, like, grinding for money rather than XP, because I cannot get rid of my frugal tendencies that I have in real life in-game. I want to hold on to every gil I earn because it is mine, and I will sit on that nest egg. And I've since learned that you do need to purchase some things, and some things are 100% necessary purchases in Final Fantasy. But it's very hard for me to leave that behind. Hence why sometimes you will see I just don't buy straight anything, and then I pay for it pretty heavy. I hate it here. I hate it here. And then that's also just a really healthy way to play video games. I wish I could be you. I can't. I have to do everything obsessively and play it for 6 hours in front of an audience. Hey, mama. How you doing? And also, street, literally same. What if I need my items later? I've gotten a lot better at that as well, though, too. If you couldn't tell. Just use them. Use them or lose them, my guy. Yay! Congrats, Ma! Everything looking good or just good enough? I am legitimately very happy for you. I'm sure that's weight off the shoulders. Quite literally. There you go. Can't really complain. Can totally complain. Very good to hear. Now I don't even have to text you to check in. Ooh, speaking of texting to check in, I gotta call the grandparents to see if they want to carpool to the wedding. Same! Can't believe I got that from you. Or have you not noticed in all of my VODs how much I truly complain? Ooh, Leela, you need help. Should have noticed that before now. That's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine the whole time. It's all fine the whole time. But yeah, for chat that doesn't know, my mom comes in sometimes. She likes to hang out, and we like her too. Very happy you're here. Well, hello, Nerve Ball. Yes, I very much agree. We've been talking about all of the pros and cons of Final Fantasy II. All of its strange and wondrous defects. Oh, sorry, Ma. That sucks. But I mean, you know, it's what you get for getting your cast off. You could have complained more about the pain, and then I'm sure they would have written you a doctor's note. Yeah, we've been fully discussing the I don't, you know what? I don't want to use defects as my targeted word here, but I think it's a good turn of phrase for now. But yeah, also Nim, straight, my mom comes in a lot. Yeah, she's here a lot. She comments on VODs, she comments on shorts. She's very supportive. Look, if you guys show back up, she'll probably be here. Yeah, quirks I think is a good word for it. Thank you for helping me find the vernacular in question. It certainly does have a distinctive style, and I like a lot of that now. I've talked about it on and off today. Initially when I was playing it the first time, I did not like it that much. But I just don't think I was ready for it. Yay! God, thank you. I just, again, and I'm gonna keep saying it, because I mean it every time. The support has been crazy. Thank you guys so much, for, you know, the subscribes, the follows. I genuinely cannot tell you guys how much it means, so very much appreciate it. And yes, thank you, Nerval. We'll see if we are in need of your services again during the stream. Oh, thank you. I do. Nim? We could talk TTRPGs all day, homie. All goddamn day. Ooh, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We literally just put our 2 Pathfinder games on hold so that we could play a spooky season Delta Green campaign. I'm also planning, you've never tried one before? A Final Fantasy fan who doesn't play TTRPGs? Oh, you'll love it. If you ever get into it, you love it. I mean, I think TTRPGs are one of those things that are super, open-ended, so it's very hard to find somebody who just straight up does not like all TTRPGs. Yeah, we've had discussions, Prez and I, in some of the VODs about wanting to get into it. I was literally the same, and then I moved high schools, and they already had an established Dungeons and Dragons group, so I joined theirs. I got very lucky. Delta Green is great. If you are very much into TTRPGs and you want to try a Delta Green campaign, I would 100% recommend it. It is crazy good. The experience is excellent. Excellent. Very lucky. I'm very much a tabletop girly. I was, considering for a little while before posting to YouTube on doing, like, an actual play series on Twitch. So depending on, like, what direction we go, where we take a lot of this, we might do some actual play, some TTRPGs on here. But we'll see. I also love a good intense board game. Ooh. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I love board games. I love board games. I love intense board games. I love party board games. I love card games. I like games, man. Nim, you and I are very much in a very similar boat. Very similar boat. Interesting. You know, yeah, I mean, look, Prez and I have talked about it. Oof. I've never ventured into a Twilight Imperium, mostly because my friend group has played, I think, 2 or 3 games of Twilight Imperium over the course of them all hanging out. It's literally in my closet looking over me right now. And I don't believe they've finished a single game. So. People making TTRPG connections in chat. That's the most wholesome thing I could have ever hoped for. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. Nim, that sounds great. We're actually, I forgot that happens. When the tester for the Final Fantasy XIV TTRPG came out, we played that, and that was really good. So I would, of course, 100% be down to play a Final Fantasy TTRPG. I think right when my husband, a couple of years before we started dating, tried to run something within the universe for a group of our friends, and it just never really came into fruition. Valid Street, sorry, that really is a bummer, but like, you know. Aww. We'll keep up to date on the move plans and the making sure you stay safe plans. Brez, your obsession with my husband is truly beautiful. Mm-hmm. Would recommend. Nim would recommend. Hell yeah, Street. Love that for you. That would actually probably be really good. That would probably go off pretty hard, David. If I had to guess, like, a tactics based. I'm sure you could actually take the rule system that they made for the 14 one and sort of, like, implement some of the tactics stuff into it. Funny enough, I think one of our player characters was going to be... Oh god, I can't remember. The adjudicators? That's not what they're called. What are they called from tactics? I can't figure out what they're called. I'm not gonna take this much time Google searching. But yeah, basically wanted to play one of the refs from Tactics, and it was gonna be a really interesting group. I think it was just gonna be like a little guy. Judges, thank you. Duh. Are they just called judges? I don't want to take the time to Google this right now. Yeah, that is just what they're called. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the fact check. I did it anyway, because I hate not knowing things for fact. But yeah, no, to get back onto the D&D hate train specifically, our group is 100% a Pathfinder group because of a lot of, like, the D&D quirks. We played in D&D for, like, a decade, and, I was personally, like, a 3-5 baby. We've played, I think we played some of a campaign in 1, and then upped the rules to 2 just to see what they were like. And that was fun, and whatever. And I liked 3-5, and I liked how crunchy it was. We playtested 4 when that was a thing that lasted all of, like, a year. And then we got into 5. I did a ton of campaigns in 5, but I think 5 is so boring, honestly. I think it's super beginner-friendly now. I think Wizards' decision to, like, never truly update it 4 was really bad. It was really funny because I have some friends from high school where, like, their only actual experience playing D&D was 4, and I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. Okay, this goes back down this way. Excellent. Yeah, you gotta go in one way or the other. Yeah, and look, 5e is so many people's bags that I don't feel bad that it isn't mine, you know? It's like, yeah, somebody else's cup of tea. I'm just not really here for it. 4 is so comically bad that some days I do consider going back to 4 just for the goofs of it. The goofs and gaffs. They really thought they were onto something. But yeah, I'm so stoked for my Delta Green campaign. I gotta write my character backstory. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. 100% true on 2. We played a really awful campaign set in 1 and 2. And, bad time. A lot of character, for sure. But, not balanced, confusing. Yeah, all tracks. All tracks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a surgeon in Delta Green, which is gonna be really interesting and very fun, and I'm so looking forward to it. Oh my god, there's nothing better than a good character build. That's really interesting, actually, Nin. Sorry, Street, but also the thing is, if you're gonna be engaging with TTRPGers at a shop, guess what? It's gonna be a lot of this. We can move from the topic. Don't worry, guys, we'll be back. Hell yeah. Like I said, we might do some actual play content on here. Possibly. Not sure yet. I love actual play content. I can't believe what actual play content did for the scene. That's always so interesting to me. I'm not a huge Critical Role fan, but I'm a huge Dimension 20 fan. I hate it here. I would like to go home. Yeah, actual plays are such a great way now to just point someone in the direction of, like, how to play and how to interact on the topic. As he should be. As he should be. And I love that for you. I have a downright, like, kind of nasty obsession with, Dropout TV and Dimension 20 in particular. He really is. He really is. He's like one of those celebrities that you're like, wow, I kind of just wish every celebrity was cut from the exact same cloth. So yeah, I guess I should have gone the other way, because then that would have gotten me... Where exactly? No, this was... Fuck. Whatever. It's fine. We're just gonna fight our way into a confusing maze. It's absolutely fine. I'm paying attention. Hell yeah. I like to see this Brennan Lee Mulligan appreciation club in chat. You guys really are my kind of guys. I'm very happy. Yeah, no. Dropout really got me with it. Yeah, Dropout really got me with its strange mix of improvisational comedy and nerd shit. It's like 100% on brand for me. But that was such a good game changer episode. I wish I could recite it like a dramatic monologue, but I don't think I can. Look, the algorithm is really dumb most of the time, but sometimes it knows. Sometimes it knows. Comes through at the weirdest times. Alright, you know what? This took me out, and that's okay. We're gonna go take a little breaky break, I think, and go to a town and take a little nap and buy some more high potions before we get confused again. Yo, the problem now is, though, is like, I already I have a full subscription to Dropout, YouTube doesn't think I do, because that's like 50% of the ads I get right now are little game changer moments that they are using for advertisements. But also, you know, part of YouTube kind of pointing at you and shaking its fist. Sees behind the mask. Yeah. Girl, I'm not paying for YouTube Premium. Yeah, sometimes I'll be like washing dishes or something and I'll just have autoplay on and it'll start with like a game changer bit. I'm like, did they just jump into a random bit? No, it's an ad. It's an ad. Please get all of the dish soap off your hands so you can stop this ad. And it's funny because I was just about to say, I'm dumb. I didn't even, for a minute, consider ad blockers. I said all of that dumb shit, and I was like, wait a minute, ad blockers exist. Although, in all honesty, some part of me hates the silence brought about by an ad blocker in some instances more than I hate just an ad. That's a very rare instance. The more ads I've seen over time. Yeah, I'm thinking we go to a town. I think we go to a town for now. We'll come back. Obviously, this is not done. But I walked myself in circles for a little while, so... Hell yeah. You love to hear it. Yeah. I usually pop on music for cooking and for showers. That's usually my we're hitting them high notes times. Yeah. No, yeah, the guys, the themes are just they're just good. They're just good. Don't know what to say other than like they're just good. Alright, let's go deal with being bad at this. I genuinely don't know what my favorite like pieces are, and I think I do have to personally in my own time tier list all of the music so that I can really get to, because look, is there any part of me that, what exactly is it called? Yeah, it is just Quina's theme. Quina's theme is probably my favorite from like any Final Fantasy. I know the Final Fantasy IX love is coming off a little too strong, but but I just don't know personally what I would like more than that. We played well, we had our band play Final Fantasy music when we walked down the aisle, so it's very, very much a part of who I am as a person. Alright, I'm not sure if that's 100% true on the Chocobo theme. I've heard some pretty bad Chocobo themes up to this point. Tizanarkand is a good one. Tizanarkand is a good one. I'll have to revisit 5's soundtrack. I don't remember it that well. Where was it going? A town. A town. I think that's what, Bafsk? Does Basques currently have a utilizable inn? I don't know. We're gonna have to check this out now. We're gonna have to check this out now. Let's see. One moment. Don't think I can just hate on a Chocobo theme for no reason. I'm gonna have to really... We're gonna have to go in, we're gonna have to do some hardcore research. We're gonna have to look at everything in detail. We're gonna have to find out if that really is the case. I can't tell you right off the dome if I agree with you or not. Aw, yay. You know what? At least in this game, everyone compliments you for doing all of your good deeds. In one, you do nice stuff and most people are just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Beautiful. Yeah. I totally agree, if you couldn't tell. Oh no. I misplaced my game box. There we go. It's firmly seated back where it was. Hehehe. Excellent 9 supremacy. I'm so looking forward to playing and talking about and like fully getting into 9. And it's funny because a lot of people have talked about how like, yeah, it's usually your first Final Fantasy is your favorite, or like insert specifics as to why one is your favorite or not. 9, I played only really recently for the first time. And just downright had the best time. That's also true though, yeah. 9 is a bit of a bitch to plat. I think that's part of the fun, in my humble opinion. Well, one, yes. I mean, everyone in that game is beautiful, and the clothes are peak. I don't know. It's not that I didn't get it. I think the impact for 7 is lost a little bit. Just because of like what it was at the time, and again, that's something else that I want to talk about. Hell yeah, FF Nation, it seems like you've come to the right place. Freya's, oh, I love all of, that's the problem, is 9, I love all of the characters. There's not a single character in 9 that I don't like. I even managed to be okay with Dagger being basically a null character. It's fine, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Yeah, no. I think that is one of the games that has a huge pacing problem. Like, absolutely it has a huge pacing problem. Again, that's something we'll talk about. No! Oh, my heart! Sorry for that actual legitimate gasp. But my actual heart. Alright, thanks for joining us, Prez. It was a pleasure to have you here. Pleasure to have the point guard on D's Nuts army in for a little bit. Yeah. Look, I do really want to talk about Dagger in just, like, how and why she is sort of a failure of a character, and how she could have been such a great and well-written character. But guess what? She's gonna say it again. We'll get there. Alright, I think we're stocked. We can go back. I don't feel awful about getting dragged back into the maze and getting confused with full MP. But FF Nation, I was also gonna say, Tactics is, I'm pretty sure, my husband's actual favorite, if you're not counting, if you're counting it as part of the main line, which I think there's been enough love for Tactics today that I think you can't not count it. We'll go have fun, Street. The trick is, I never de-swamp witch. It is my constant state of being. No one knows me as anything different, so. Nim, I know, dude, I know. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to get two done, but look, every once in a while when you're dragging your goddamn ass through a fucking awful, confusing dungeon into... They're not awful, they're not that confusing, I do like this game. You gotta talk about something that gives you a little bit of joy, you know? Yeah, if I'm still up and running, I'd be happy to have you back, and if not, I will probably be on tomorrow, because until I have all this footage, I can't really do much anyway. So, you know, I'm gonna be working on it for a while. I don't know, that's gonna be a you guys question. You guys have the power to keep me on track when there's plot happening. If you want the yappening to cease, yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a group project. No, I did not want to go into the castle. I could go deal with the pendant now. I don't know if that has any implications for the dungeon, though, so I'm just gonna do the dungeon. I like this. I like having a little safety net, people keeping me on track. But if there's not as much faffing about, then there won't be as many VODs between videos. And then what am I gonna do for my upload schedule, guys? Then what? Also, I will probably have another subscriber-only emote by the end of tomorrow's stream as well as maybe an everybody emote, so that's very fun. Well, probably not up tomorrow, because Twitch takes forever to approve them, but... Also fair, Nim. Totally fair. Fair and valid critique. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Let's take this from the top. And hey, look, like, shit like this, if I, in the next 30 minutes, don't get very much farther in this dungeon, I'm just gonna take it off stream and actually focus for a minute. And then tomorrow we can start doing something else fun in Final Fantasy II instead of just walking around the same dungeon. Look, you guys are lucky you guys didn't really derail me today. There are some VODs, I don't know if I've put any up that have, like, real derailments, but there are certain VODs that I have, up for posting that are very much just, like, 45 minutes of me talking about random shit. And then, you know, 15 minutes of gameplay. Look, then I wouldn't doubt that would happen very, very shortly. I finished one off stream, which felt like such a heinous sin now. But back when nobody was watching, it was like, yeah, I'll just get the rest of my footage offline. No one was there to watch me beat Chaos. But I guess it's fine, because there were some people there to watch me beat, you know, Chaos is not Chaos form, so. Technically, I'd already done it. I did a lot of the end of one off stream. I also haven't gone back, and I think I'm missing one thing from 100%ing that game. I should really go back and do that. Yeah, no, look, I'm just happy people are here. Ain't nothing to it. We're moving forward. Nope. Tuft I am not. I know that would probably help for, like, viewing of it, but I usually just like playing them dry and flat because of... Hey, Deckard! Welcome. Or Pat, sorry, Pat. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I did fight Warmech. Because that is one of them. I went back and fought Warmech, but I think I'm missing one... Bestiary entry? Something. I'm missing something incredibly vague. Not vague. Let's see. Hold on. Specific is what I meant. Quite literally the opposite of vague. Let's see. Yeah, I'm missing a single creature from the bestiary. So that's fun. Gotta go back in and do that. Literally just for myself. It's not for anything. I just... Hey. I will most likely be trying to 100% it, but not, like, on stream. Just for personal. But also, cool. Glad you watched. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it's a decent amount of work. See, that's the thing, David. I had to go out of my way to fight it, because I do think they drastically decreased the probability of encountering it for the remaster, because they didn't want to, like, rework it all that much. So I was standing in that godforsaken level trying to get it for probably 35 minutes of just walking back and forth and running away from random encounters. So, you know. Hell yeah, damn, that's cool as shit. Yeah, I know, but I've mentioned that it's much lower now because I think for a while it had a, like, in one of the releases, I was looking at a whole series specifically on the Warmech, that it was, like, significantly lower odds for a pretty long time. As far as some of the, or sorry, significantly higher odds for some of the re-releases. I could not tell you which ones. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. It was fine. Yo, also, like, I know we're talking about the Steam Deck and how it is very expensive. So, you know, like, I don't want to push it because I get it. It's an uphill battle to afford. But, the Steam Deck was probably one of our best purchases in this household. In a while, anyway. definitely one of our best gaming purchases in a while. So, if it ever does become an option, I would still highly recommend the Steam Deck. And we've used it for, like, so many other things as well. Like, primarily gaming, but a couple of other random odds and ends because it is such a versatile machine. Take my fun-sized laptop everywhere. I feel like the Steam Deck is one of the only consoles I've pushed in a long time. Consoles, if you can call it that. I don't know if you can call it that, to be perfectly honest. But, I would never be like, yeah, the PlayStation 5 totally worth it, the insert this totally worth it, but the Steam Deck, if you can eventually afford one, or if, you know, there's somebody willing to buy you a very, very fancy gift, I would recommend the Steam Deck. Valid. Fair and valid, Nim. Yes. Most of the time our Steam Deck is just set up on our very intense living room setup. For a while it was just our we get to play PC games in the living room for a period of time machine. It's so good. That's what I mean, it's like a really versatile, beautiful little piece of work. I actually don't know how sustainable modding is on it. That's one of the things that I haven't really touched. But I'm sure there's a community for it. Shockingly enough, the woman with like 10 years of gaming experience still hasn't gotten into mods. Really that heavy. The first mod that I like explored realistically was Fallout London. So like, you know. Yeah, but utilization and straightforwardness. End of the day, it's just a question of how much time you're willing to put in. Alright. What chest are we at? Because I would love to be able to get out of here. I think we're pretty close. I think we're only missing a couple. Yeah, no, when I say that my sense of direction is bad, my friend who I went out with coffee for today was legitimately shocked when I remembered where the car was parked. So, you know, that's where I'm at. Yeah, so David, I'm sure there's plenty of, like, resources that have something, for it. I'm just, like, yeah, I'm not really super into mods in the modding community. But hey, there are only so many times you can play a game before you really want to get into it anyway. Ooh. I had never even really considered modding Stardew. And I've played a lot of Stardew. I bet you can't guess. The Final Fantasy streamers played a shitload of Stardew, shocking everyone. But yeah, I'd never even considered it. But then again, like, yeah, it's not... fine. Motherfucker, no. Where is the last chest? No. Well, we're gonna go down this road, and we're gonna see if it's at the end of this road, and if it's not, and it spits me back up at the beginning, well, then we're coming back off stream to find that chest, because I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go talk to a dragon. Sorry, a wyvern. They're different. It is the best way of indie games. 1000%. My husband actually got me into Stardew as well as, like, basically everything else. Also, I wanted to say, I don't think we thought about modding it, but I think we modded it in order to play together before 2-player was out, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I love Stardew Valley. Oh my god. Now I just want to talk about Stardew Valley, damn. Hey, it's alright. We can have a never played Elden Ring club. Primarily because I'd just be bad at it, but it's fine. That's so cute. And also, yeah, I'm not surprised. As far as its, like, potential to be modded and to work with mods. Yay! We've done it! We found the last chest. I think. Woo! Woo! Big ups, gang! Big ups! Such big ups that I'm actually gonna fight these turtles this time, so, you know. Feeling real good today. Feeling real good. I'm gonna boil these goddamn turtles right in the shells. Mmm, tasty. I will say, I have been tempted to play Elden Ring because of how much there is. It's not, like, 100% in its final form, so I will be posting about it on the community tab on YouTube whenever it is, like, ready, which should be very soon. Part of the reason that I went out for coffee before this was we were talking about setting stuff up and making sure all of that is, like, a go. But yeah, so I will be posting stuff for Discord, but also, like, have fun. That's what the chat's for. I'm having a great time. But also, yes, I would like to hear more, so, you know. We'll get that Discord, like, actually up and running very, very shortly. And then we'll post about it, we'll get stuff going. We'll all hang out and talk about geek shit, nerd shit, dorky shit, all kinds of shit. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say, with Elden Ring, I have been tempted, because one of my biggest turnoffs with a lot of the Souls series is that, and I don't want to, thank God you've only played Elden Ring, but also for any other Souls enjoyers in chat, I understand that every game has plot. But the amount of plot is what put me off from a lot of the games. So, knowing that Elden Ring has a lot more to explore, and it's a lot more of a world, and whatever, cool? Like, that sounds cool, but also, it's a skill issue, it's a user issue. Like, I genuinely do not think I will be able to get through an Elden Ring, if I'm being 100% honest. Great, I'm so glad we did all of that exploration for an acid file. Love it. You love to see it. Hey, and now we're in the Room of Doors. The, like, third dungeon with a room of doors. Really liked their 4-door setup in this game. Noticing a large pattern of sets of 4 doors. And mostly useless rooms on the other end, so I'm really hoping it's not just another set of useless rooms. Alright, the sheer amount of people in chat saying they're bad at it, but they did it anyway, is giving me a little bit of hope for the future. A little bit of hope for the future. Maybe. Maybe there will be an Elden Ring playthrough at some point. I will make absolutely no promises. 0 promises. Y'all say that, but I really, like, you guys are watching me play something turn-based. I really don't think you guys fully understand. Look, I have a friend who's basically been begging for an Elden Ring playthrough, so... Look, if y'all really want a Chocobo-themed ranking stream, that I will 110% do. I would be willing to shut this whole shit down right now when we get that going. Yeah, look, we've got a lot of time. We've got a lot of time. Baldur's Gate 3. I have thoughts. I've played full through once, gotten to Act 3 twice, and I've started the game 4 or 5 times. I have thoughts. Yo, absolutely. Like, for real, if we just want to listen to some Final Fantasy music and talk about it and rank it, I'm totally here for that. I'm totally here for that. That's a great idea, gang. We'll have to make a little plan. Look, I mean, I was set to set up a bunch of, like, little, we hit X amount of subs, things to do. But, y'all just kept supporting me so fast, I literally didn't have time to do or prepare anything. So maybe we'll just do a little fun ranking stream or something. You son of a bitch. You literally just stole a high potion from me, basically. With as many actions. You... Revenant, you. Also, thanks, Nim. Thank you for supporting whatever I have fun with. Occasionally, it will just be talking. Oh yeah, no, that's why I love a good tier list. I think tier lists are so dumb. There's no reason you should ever really pay attention to another person's tier list unless you want to get angry or vindicated because someone else remotely agrees with you even a little bit. I love tier lists so much. I love absolutely having either a very strict basis for grading and tiering things or absolutely none and it's vibes only. And I think the fact that you can do both is a beautiful thing. I wonder how many times I've done this and said a beautiful thing in today's stream, because I think it's like 8 times too many. Chimera coming. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you know how much tier list content I have watched? Because it's... She's watched a lot of tier list content. Okay. You're still not doing a lot of damage, Layla, and I'm not sure if I love that for you. This wasn't great. This was not great. Ow. I don't think magic is the... if we're gonna have somebody try with magic, it's not gonna be you, homie. Now you guys have to fight. You're on the opposite sides of the Final Fantasy spectrum, you must fight. Them's the rules, I don't make them. Yeah, sorry gang, I'm hard focusing, I really don't want to have to do this again. Hey. I unfortunately, like, the thing is, as somebody who came onto the gaming scene, like, relatively late, I feel like all of the games I've been excited for have been kind of mid. Like, I just got into it at a bad time, when, like, AAA games were really overtaking the scene. So, you know, I have a little bit of a mixed bag of emotions when it comes down to it. Yeah, I don't think I've really had that moment yet with a game release. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know what game I was genuinely very excited about and did live up to my amount of hype for it? Octopath 2. No follow-up statements needed, I don't think. Talking about another series I genuinely really love and would 100% play again. It really does. Fallout 4 was the first one I think that did it to me. Sorry I got like really hyped about that interaction. Something sparked in my eyes. Felt alive for the first time. No, but yo, Fallout 4 did that to me real heavy. That I think was like the first release I was super excited about. And it didn't hit for me. I was kind of devastated. Like, all of my friends knew I was getting so excited for it that they, like, got me Christmas gifts in theme, or, like, whatever time of year it was, like, whatever gift was, like, Fallout themed, and then it came out, and I was like, I don't know how to tell everybody this, but I didn't have a good time. Octopath is a great time. Octopath, I think, is one of many of the newer additions to, this genre that is so good. Like, triangle strategy? Ooh, triangle strategy, guys. Like, if there are any triangle strategy enjoyers in chat, please let me know. Because triangle strategy is one of those things where I would 100% play an additional triangle strategy playthrough, because there's still one path I did not go down. Hell yeah, Pat. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I love triangle strategy so much. I fell head over heels for that goddamn game. Okay. Lifespring ain't doing shit for me right now. Interesting. Can I hop on my canoe? Can I put the pendant in it? Can I put the bell in it? Can I ride a snowcraft in it? I can't put a canoe in this water? Rude. I can't learn anything from this water. Rude. Valid, David. Look, it's not for everybody. It's not everybody's, like, exact cup of tea, but I played it and I was kinda in love with it. Also fair, Nim. I think that's fair. As far as, like, skipping over Octopath. But I genuinely think it lived up to the hype. You're not wrong. You aren't wrong. But, I think Octopath 2 is not as good as the first one, in my opinion. Then again, it could have been because I started with the Dancer, which was such a mid-choice. Like, if you're going to play it, don't start with the Dancer, if I could just give you one piece of advice. Yeah, it was a little bit of a rough choice. But I like Octopath. I think it's a really fun, piece. But Nerfball, I would recommend. I would recommend Triangle Strategy. I had a great time with Triangle Strategy. I don't know, maybe it's just, like, the format is really good for me. I like the fact that it kind of, like, tells you all of the, she do be having some of the best themes. You're not wrong. Don't remember what I was saying. I didn't start with the Dancer in Octo 1. I started with, the Jungle Girl. I think. I could be wrong, because I think that was back, I think my husband and I were playing it together. So I'm not sure if he started it or if I started it. No, haven't checked out Unicorn Overlord. Nerf. Have not even heard of it, to be perfectly, genuinely honest with y'all. Hey. Alright, I think we've done it, gang. I think all of us here have overcome Deist Caverns. I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of us. You know, I really liked the tactical gameplay of it. I really liked how the story unfolded. I liked the options. Yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, I would be interested to do the third path playthrough at some point and just kind of talk about it. Oh no, Nim, I'm so sorry. Are you still on the Earth Cave because you choose to be, though? I think is the real question, because then that changes the kind of help you need. Could you leave if you chose to? Because then I think it's more of an intervention situation we have to set up for you. We're almost out. I can smell it. I can smell the air of freedom emanating from the lip of this cave. I believe in the we that believes in us in getting out of here. I'm sorry I can't help Nim, because... Look, at the end of the day, that's how I get all my dopamine, is just number go up. So... And as far as number go up, Final Fantasy XIV, number go up. Y'all really put me in the mood to play some fucking Final Fantasy XIV, but that's not at all difficult. That's literally just you have to say the words Final Fantasy XIV and the urge arises. Jesus Christ. Yeah, intervention it is. I don't even have funny haha things to say. I would just like to leave here. Welcome to the first time of many that you guys will hear me say I don't have any haha funny things to say. Y'all, I'm so glad you're all here. Lurkers, chatters, I hope you guys are having a good time. Oof. It's hard. It's hard to say no, especially watching somebody else play Final Fantasy. I couldn't do it, y'all. You guys have so much, your brains are better than mine. The second I see someone pull out a Final Fantasy, I'm like, well, I guess I gotta play a Final Fantasy. Could always start from one. Look, I mean it. Once the Discord's up and running, we can totally have a play-along club. So, you know, if you want to get 3 booted up a little early. I don't know if that's faster, but I did just want to fall down again. He's funny. If you got friends trying to get you into it, I wouldn't say no. Yeah, so I hope I'm boring you all to death, currently. Yo, that's the other thing, is like, one's party comp is such a reason to revisit it. Like, absolutely hands down, I believe that to be the case. I legitimately, after when I was writing that segment, it was not a joke when I was like, actually, like, now I'm thinking about it and there's so many other parties I'd like to try. Because it's just like, that concept, that conceit is so fun and so interesting. Yeah, look, I don't find that there's any issue with the original versus the Pixel Remaster. I just play the Pixel Remaster because it's easier. It's what I have right now. Like, it's literally like I can open that shit on my desktop. Thanks, Dim. I'm glad my mild suffering is worth it. Yeah, I hope me just dragging my feet is interesting enough. Oh god, where am I? Shit. Guys, I'm lost. I'm lost. Hello, Alice. Welcome. Ooh, Fighter Red Mage 2 Black Mage does sound fun. Hell yeah. Well then I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Bet you can't guess what we've been talking about for the past 3 hours. it's been Final Fantasy, so join us. You know, I really do want to do I think Black Mage, Red Mage, Monk, and then I don't know what I'd finish out my party with. Yeah, okay. This is one of the ways to go to leave here, to get out of the here. Yeah, to be fair though, I like never really considered JRPG like relaxing content, which is so silly because I watch so much other shit for relaxing content. I love a good monk. Dude, I love monks in almost every single Final Fantasy game. I don't think there's a Final Fantasy game in which the monk does not at least take partial preference for me. Oof. Hey. Hell yeah, Alice. Excellent. 6 is a good time. 6 is a good time. I am ashamed because I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6, but one of them I did not finish and I cannot, for the life of me, tell you which one. So we'll find out when I get there and I don't know what I'm doing. It's just gonna have to be how it is. Yo, a solo monk run sounds crazy. Like, props for trying it. But, yeah, just farm more goblins, obviously. You did not farm enough goblins. Six is great. No bone in my body would say 6 is the best Tufts, but, you know, everybody's welcome to their own opinion. It's very good, though. 10 out of 10. Well, we'll see. Possibly not 10 out of 10. That's the whole point. Hey, hell yeah. Ah, but to be snacked up and chillin'. It's the real goal. It's the real end goal. My favorite? It's 9. My favorite is 9. I love 9 so much. Okay. Help. How do I leave? This way. Thank you, Alice. Thank you for the respect. I'm very much. I've played a decent chunk of them, and 9 is by far my favorite. 14, unfortunately, as it is an MMO, I feel like it is a little bit harder to say is up there, but I do think 14 is my second, as unfortunate as that is. 10's a good fave to have, though. Like, I think 10 is 10's up there for me. Yeah. Hell yeah. 9 is best. I'm also not planning on upgrading my cats at any point. Cat names. Anybody with cats in chat? Anybody with animals in chat? Please share pet names. 10 is very valid. 10 is 100% up there for me. I love 10. 10 I've had to start 3 separate times because twice I lost saves to the Comlands. Gigi and Lucy, that's so cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. Cora's a great name for a cat. Aww. Yay, pets. Pets in chat. Pets in chat. Okay, I just started my first playthrough of 10-2, and I'm having a delightful time. I'm having such a good Charlie's Angel. I'm living my best Charlie's Angels, Totally Spies life set in the 10 universe, and I'm having just, I don't know how to describe it other than delightful. My editor, when I worked, so I used to work at a documentarian, like, I worked with a small group of documentarians in New York, and 100% Magical Girl, Charlie Angels, and I love that for me. And the editor I worked with, his dog was named Kuma, and his dog was a little Shiba, and he was the worst, and I loved him so much, and I miss him so much. I miss him so much. but also great names. Being a weeb is not, it's not a sin here. I know many a weeb in my personal life. And hey, I love a good naming convention. I love a good theme. Hehe. Yeah, no, we do foods. So we have sushi and sprinkles. I like that they're also gender specific. That's very fun. We were originally considering when we got Sprinkles if we didn't think Sprinkles' name fit her, which it unfortunately like fit her to a T. We were thinking about naming her something like Taquito or Sriracha. Yeah. I miss Kuma so much. Yes. No, I was gonna ask if Gigi was from Kiki's, because Kiki's is my favorite Ghibli movie. Which I think they're doing a showing of this Saturday somewhere near me, so I might go and actually buy it. So, you know, buy a ticket to go see it in theaters, because I love Kiki's delivery service so much. I'm sure that shocks so many people. No. Gang, we're running. We're trying to get to the castle. I don't have time for this. One of my mom's cats who recently passed, not super recently, but a few months back, her black cat was named Gigi. And we said it was like a polite reference to Kiki's, but his name wasn't Gigi, it was Guinness Ramon Pirate Cat Extraordinaire. But Gigi for short. So. Porco Rosso is a good one. Like, if you're gonna look for a Ghibli Hill to die on, Porco Rosso is a good one. I gotta go with Kiki, gang. Like, it's hard to say no to Kiki. Especially as, like, an arts girl, you know? Like, I was always in the, like, lit and arts part of nerddom. Oh, Mama, I didn't realize you were still here. I also miss Pirate Cat. Valid choice, Nim. And Alice, I mean, kind of, yeah, same. I doubt there's a person in here who's gonna be like, nah, fuck 'em. Spirited Away is a good choice. Spirited Away is a good choice. And I was thinking if I ever did an actual play, I would make it kind of Ghibli themed. Hey! Hey, Saki! How you doing? I hope you are doing well. I've heard that the lowermost chambers of the cavern hold the life spring, the place the wyverns used as a hatchery. Oh, so once they give me an egg. A heg. Oh, Ma, by the way, I did protein oats this morning. Very worth it. Chopped up a little apple in there. Chocolate protein powder. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's true. There's like, it's hard to pick a Ghibli film that would be a bad fave. Yeah. Unfortunately, I know my mother will answer for herself, but no, she is not. Hold on, I'm looking up Ghibli movies really quick. Just to see if there is one that I would be like, that's a bad choice. But I don't think there simply is not one. There simply is not one. Hold on. There might be one. There might be one bad one. Yeah. I think the only bad one, if you said your favorite was From Up on Poppy Hill, then I think you may have questionable taste. Not that it's not a good movie, it's just a very interesting plot. Cat's Return is mid. I've cried watching a lot of movies, Pat, so I cannot agree with you. I wouldn't say you're not much of a gamer with how many hours you've put into Animal Crossing over the years, Ma. I do have to say, ooh, thank you. I am not at the end of Final Fantasy II. We are, I don't want to say we're firmly in the middle. We're making headway. It's not as easy to track progress in Final Fantasy II as it is with 1. 1 has a very distinctive beat-by-beat plot. Also, Alice, I agree. Ponyo's good, but I do think it's, like, low on my list. You heard it here first. Nim has claimed it. We seek your aid. I forgot I gave Furion a really, really deep voice. Yes, Hockey, and that's why we're still friends. It's because Kiki is everything. We seek your aid in destroying the Empire, our common foe. Will you help us? Yes. Thank you so much for showing up, Nim. I'm probably gonna hop off too as well soon, but like I said, just look for it in the community tab on my YouTube, or next time I'm live, I'll try to get some Discord stuff done so that we can all hop in, have a good little chat. The Empire's poison already courses through my veins. I will not escape the fate that befell my brood. They were really good, Ma. I think I used a little bit too much protein powder. I think I need to make them a little bit waterier, because I usually like my oats very thick. But then as soon as I added it, it was like so thick, it was like a real pasty, and that was a little just not quite to taste. So I think I need to make them a little bit wetter than I like my oats. Hell yeah. So you basically have the same overnight oats that Dan and I do, but ours come out of a little package that we pay more money for. You should rewatch them again, because I feel like Hal's is one of the ones that I watched when I was a little bit younger, and I didn't remember that well, and I liked so much more on a rewatch recently. Yeah, I think you're right, Ma. I think it's gotta either be about a fourth of the serving or more water. So, we'll try it again. We'll see. I had a little Granny Smith apple that I popped in there, a couple of nuts and walnuts. It was very good. I have one last request to make of you. Take this egg to the cavern north of here and submerge it in the life spring. It is the last remaining wyvern egg. This motherfucker wants me to go back in the caverns. If it is not submerged in life spring soon, it will wither and die. I've obtained a wyvern egg. Oh, beautiful. Yo, the other day my husband straight up looks at me and he goes, "You've watched the Pokemon movie, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, in our first year of dating, I'm pretty sure you made me watch the Pokemon movie." And he was like, "Okay, good, just wanted to make sure." And I was like, cool, I'm glad. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask him more about stuff, and then I took his egg and left. Do it, Saki. Do it. And then, if you want, we can do a little collab on the YouTubes, and I can talk to an actual, like, Dragon Quest aficionado about the series. Sorry, Ma. Oh. Okay, he's got nothing else to say. Sorry, bud. Rip. Rip Dragon. Alright, gang. Do we call it an end stream here, or do we go and res this little egg? This little eggy egg. Yeah, you're not wrong, Street. But yeah, I've never, like, played a Dragon's Quest, so... Alright, Saki, just for you, we'll go back into this godforsaken cave. Fuck them turtles. We're running from the turtles. I don't feel like dealing with the turtles, guys. I know I have all my mana, so it shouldn't be a problem, but I don't want to deal with it. Also, Saki, how you doing? It's been a minute, dude. I know I disappeared for like a month, but also, like, you know, how you doing? I'm gonna snooze the ads that are upcoming, because... It's like, it is straight up, kind of next up on my list, just because of how integrated some of the discussions about Final Fantasy are with Dragon's Quest. Yeah. I'm glad we disappeared at the same time. That's very fun for us. But yeah, we'll chat soon. Even if you just want to call sometime, man, you have my number. Cause yeah, I disappeared and then I put a YouTube video up and then I came back. It is very on brand for us. Yeah, Saga's up there as well for me. Those are both games that I have not really explored. So they're both on the list. Okay. Prick. Hey. So probably the best bang for your buck. Buying a game for $1 in this day and age does not happen lightly. You gotta try. You gotta try every now and again. It's all about the timing, man. Sometimes they really do just... I mean, I wonder if it's because sometimes it's an issue with holding on to licensing and rights and stuff, and if, like, a company has done nothing with a name or a series. Hey! Welcome, welcome! More moms in chat? More moms in chat. How you doing? So yeah, I wonder if there was like an IP issue, or if they really just wanted to explore the series again. I don't remember what was down that way, but I do think this is a more direct route. We'll see. There you go. Somebody who actually knows what's going on. We love to see it. That is really cool. Just to know that it actually is kind of like passion project material then at that point. Mm-hmm. I gotta do more company research, because, like, I know a decent amount about Square and Square Enix, but, like, I feel like if I'm gonna be talking about it, I gotta actually do my homework, you know? Gotta look into the records, look into the files. Look into the new things coming up in the current system and scheduling. You girls got time, so we'll do some research. Alright, let me get this egg down to this lake. Throw an egg in some water, boil it up. Delicious. And then I gotta go make actual, like, real people food. Like, real world food, unfortunately. A lot of scrabbling going on in my foyer. I believe someone's opening a package out there. My favorite Final Fantasy sake is 9. 9 is my favorite. I love it so much. Mom's in chat! Mom's talking to moms in chat. It's all happening right here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bliles. I'm super ecstatic to have it go as it's going. Really love the series, really love the franchise. Thank you for showing up to chat. Hopefully we'll be done with 2 in, you know, a reasonable amount of time so I can start working on the next one. But, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. We've been having a lot of fun talking about Final Fantasies. Look, Saki, basically every single time a chatter has come in, we've had this conversation. And 10 is such a good standby if it isn't somebody's favorite. Love it. Absolutely love it. Gotta heal Maria so that I don't end up accidentally using a Phoenix down for no reason. Thank you for not schmurdering her. I really appreciate it, my guy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Saki. Look, we're really working on it. We're doing what we love and hoping that works out, you know? Yeah, okay, cool. They're still absolutely touchable. I'm not 100% what the distinction with the Pixel remaster is. I would have to look up the very specifics of it. And also, 1 had a background? Oh no, one version. Okay, I was like, one didn't have a back row. Very confused, but no, yes. I think they've balanced that since, but I could be wrong, so I'll have to look. Yay! Thanks, Street. That's really sweet of you. Of course, Saki. Also, Saki, if you personally ever need help, because, you know, like, we're tight like that, let me know. Ow. Yeah, there were definitely certain things in one tied to stats and whoever your front was. Again, because the Pixel Remaster did so much, I don't want to say damage, and I don't want to say repair. Just did a lot to some of the balancing acts of certain mechanics. A lot of the things that worked in specific ways don't work that way anymore. So it can be really hard to talk about in specific things. Oh no! Anti-spooky season enjoyer, no! As a spooky season enjoyer who does not appreciate being scared, I do get it. Oh no! Thank you and sorry for the ad break timing. I do have a really bad tendency of realizing that we're in an ad break, well within the ad break, where people cannot hear me say I'm sorry for continuing on with whatever conversation we were having while the ads are happening. You know, I was such a scaredy cat when I was little. I still am very much spooked about a lot of things, but I'm much better about it now. So I'm not a huge fan of a lot of spooky season spookiness, but you know, I like spooky season for the vibes. The wyvern egg sinks gently to the bottom of the spring. The egg rests deep at the bottom of the life spring. Excellent. I basically, refused to watch scary movies for a really long time. Because I watched, 2 scary movies and they scared the shit out of me. And, my therapist says it's because I'm hypersensitive. So, I'm built different. I'm too sensitive for practical effects. Oof. Yo, I feel like there are so many stories that are my cousin did X when I was 6 or 7, and now that is fucked. Yeah, Ma, I know. Look, you didn't train me well in the spooks. I'm much better now. I'm much better about it now, but movies to me, that's I think why I got really obsessed with behind the scenes and watching practical effects stuff, was because I needed to convince myself it wasn't real. And then I fell in love with the art of making movies. So, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Oof, that's a good one. That's fun. Very spooky. Stephen King's a different level of spooks. Give me one moment, please. Sorry about that. Just need to check some stuff. Like, since I've watched a lot of horror movies, and I think it's very, very fun, I think it's an enjoyable thing, but for a long time I was so not into spooky in general. And I still, like, have a hard time with, like, haunts and haunted houses and stuff. Occasionally. I'm a little bit better now. Oh, wow. Yeah, the last two slots being equal is really surprising. That's really interesting. Coming in with the facts. Having an active Final Fantasy fact checker in chat is really, you're doing good things for this community. I started Control, I didn't get that far. Not because I wasn't having a good time, I just also got a little too spooked. Oh yeah, also, sorry, Nerfball, didn't see you heading out. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you had a good time. And hopefully we see you next time. Or at some point soon. Been a pleasure. Hey! Saki, that's good to hear. That's excellent to hear. Just a little bit closer to us actually being able to stream together. Well, hey, at least, you know. Unfortunately, you had to have a breakdown, but it's one way to get parents to listen. Hey, Sprinks! Come on. Alan Wake is also on my list of games that I need to play. One of my friends is like, you would love it so much. Alright, Sprinks, bye. I got decently far into Control. I don't remember how far I got into Control, to be honest. Probably not that far. But I think for me it just wasn't coming together fully, so I definitely have to give it another shot. And Maya, no, same. I'm very not into haunted houses. An ex made me go to one, and I was very unhappy about that decision. Hey, I can't imagine by who raised. It could not possibly be the same person. Sorry, Saki, no cat immediately, but believe me, there's gonna be a supercut at some point with all of the times Sprinks' ruined stream. She got so desperately offended when I said that to her face. Yeah, Street, it definitely does not sound like it is up your alley. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Ha. I've been on stream too long, guys. I've been on stream too long. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I've come to enjoy, like, crazy fun gore and body horror over time. It took a long time for me to get there. And like I said, it's because my therapist thinks I'm too sensitive. I'm an HSP. Sprinkles. No! Are you kidding me? Come here. You're gonna be a butt. You gotta be a butt on camera. It's Sprinkles time, folks. She was clawing at the back of my chair, and we can't have that now, can we? It's because it's attention time. Yeah, here she is. Alien's great, The Thing is great. But yeah, it had to all come in time. Well, thank you, Valkyrista. Valkyrie Star, not Valkyrista. That would make more sense. Thank you for the follow. It's very nice to meet you as well. I'm glad you're here. I love the Resident Evil games, actually, and I really do love what they do with the still camera. Like, the games that stray away from the still camera, I like a little bit less. So I'm very much a fan of like what they did as far as the horror genre for the first like 2 or 3 games. Hey, you'll be shocked to learn. Actually, everyone will probably be shocked to learn. I have played almost 0 of Kingdom Hearts. I've played a couple of hours. And I've seen a lot of people play, which is why I think I was not super into the idea of starting a several hour-long Kingdom Hearts run. But look, we're eventually going to be talking about everything that came from Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts, well, directly related. Yeah, she is. She's just chilling. She's just sitting, whoa, that's my microphone. She's just sitting right there, like on top of my mouse. Because it's time for attention. Everybody thinks you're cute, dude. She does not care, sorry. Mine is 9. But 10, we've talked about it. 10 is a respectable. It's up there. It's up there. Yeah, David, I'm very much in your position, so it's gotta be... The time is gonna come. That time is just not now. Now the time is playing through the rest of the Final Fantasies, and then the time will be Kingdom Hearts. Hey. So yeah, I talked about this briefly before another chatter left, but I do have a Discord server. It's just not 100% where it needs to be before, like, you know, it's active. So I'm going to be putting a little bit of work into it over the next couple of days, and I'll be posting the Discord here. Oh, hey, oh. Hey. Guys, thank you guys so much. An anonymous gifter just gave out a bunch of gift subs. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Hype train. I'm sorry I don't have any fun graphics on screen since I do use these videos to make my other videos. Wait, did I just go the wrong way? I think I just went the wrong way. That's fine. So, you know, unfortunately a little less fun for the hype trains, but I fully thank you guys so much for the support. Yes, so I was gonna say to you, before that little train started, I love the Final Fantasy franchise. A lot of the people in chat are here today because of, yeah, but believe me, there are a lot of games we're going to cover post Final Fantasy, but we've got a long way to go. A lot of the people in chat came because I posted a video on my YouTube channel, Clovers, at YouTube, about Final Fantasy 1. So that's super fun. If you want to go give that a watch, maybe a sub over there if you're interested. But I will be posting a Discord link here, as well as a Discord link over on my community tab over on YouTube. So feel free to either, next time I am live, I will send out a Discord link, or keep up with me on YouTube and it'll be up there shortly as well. So whenever that's ready, we're gonna get that going. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. This is crazy. Whoever anonymously gifted, means the world to me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's crazy. Okay, back to Final Fantasy. No, I did not go the wrong way. We're going the right way. Yes? Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I know what I'm doing. I'm focused. I'm here. But yeah, we'd absolutely love to have you back, Valkyrie, in chat. We're creating quite the grotesque amalgamation of people who absolutely are obsessed with Final Fantasy. Sphinx. Okay, give me 1 second, gang. Sorry, she loves to sit on top of the desk, but because I have my streaming stuff out, she's really nervous, so she doesn't want to knock anything over, because sometimes she's nice. Don't go behind the monitor, that is not allowed. Ma'am, I'm so close to logging off a stream, I just need you to be okay for like 10 seconds, dude. You can't sit where my microphone goes because I moved it for you. She knocked over my... It's fine, you guys are gonna be looking at Spanx. I'm gonna finish this. Yeah, no, this is Spink's stream now. And she's not even posing. She's not even looking cute for the camera. She's just being a jerk. Oh, you're gonna play, huh? She's clacking my keyboard. Yeah, no, best reskin. Best streamer reskin. Stop trying to eat my old lettuce from lunch. I guess you can have a little bit of lettuce. Here you go. Will that sate you, beast? Listen to the ASMR of my cat eating a piece of lettuce. We make excellent content here at the Unlucky Clovers stream, I promise. It's more about Final Fantasy than this. You just hit the ass end of a wild stream. Ma'am. Yeah, the keyboard's already suffering. I'm sorry if the voice quality isn't great, if the microphone is getting a weird angle. Whatever, we're dealing with it. We're living this life. Here, you want some more lettuce? Cat eats lettuce ASMR. Hey. Mine as well, but also the chaos is a little affronting. She could be stealing worse foods. Yeah. Good lettuce snack. Thank you. You're getting so many compliments, Spinks, even though you keep showing everyone your butt. Here. And don't worry, gang, it's undressed lettuce. Just bottom of the bowl lettuce. Because she's a little weirdo, and we love that about her. Yeah, let's fall off this bridge. We're almost done. We're almost out, gang. Sprinkles, do you have anything to add to this conversation? No. Springs? Such a shame. You usually respond. She'll usually say meow if I ask her what she's thinking. She just wants more lettuce. And this has been first on the scene. Cat reports she's eating more lettuce. Ma'am, you're stepping on my keyboard. Alright. Okay. I think we're done with cat report. So yeah, you guys' cats eat human food? Mine really likes greens and cake. She loves diverse foods. Lucky. You don't understand how lucky you are, Street. Oh my god, if only. If only. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Awesome. Well, thank you, Valkyrie. I heard that, so to be more specific, Discord will be posted in my community tab as soon as that's available. So, we'll be in much firmer communication in a couple of days. I heard that cats really enjoy melon because of its similarity to flesh. Which is very strange, but also, like, I can see that. I get that. Yeah. A little freak for ranch. I love that. Bread. My girls are really big on bread. Not my girls, just the one. Sprinkles will go, we have to keep our bread in the fridge because if it's out and about on a counter, it's gone. That's hers now. That's not our bread anymore. That's her bread. And leaves, yeah. Yeah, we have not had live plants in this house for a long time. Although, my girls don't really eat plants. They more just like to dig up the dirt that the plants are planted in. So it still kills the plants. Unfortunately. We just don't have to care as much, because it won't kill them. It's just not worth the upkeep of plant time. Yeah, fake plants is usually the way to go. Oh, dude, don't threaten Sprinks with a good time. Soup? You think this girl hasn't enjoyed a bone broth or two in her life? And also, Ma, yeah, I do remember when she used to hate being on camera. Rest in peace, my sanity. She loves it now. She loves the attention. She likes just hanging out. Yeah, no, she's great. She's gonna make a good little on-camera beast. Sush, on the other hand, I'm surprised she didn't come in for Pet O'Clock. It's already 5:30. It's past Pet O'Clock. Yeah, no, look, I mean it when I say I'm thinking about getting... As soon as I get a better camera for me, my shitty camera is just gonna become cat cam. It's literally, she's got a little spot in this room that she sits in most of the time. And swap that around, we can get a little cat co-host moment. Because who doesn't love a good cat cam? Let's be fully real here. We're so close to being done. How do you forget about a cat cam? Is really my question. How do you forget the cat cam? It will become, like, that's the problem, is if I set one up, it will become, like, a key component to streams. As unfortunate as that might be. That's also fair. I said once the Discord is up and ready, I'm gonna post the information on my community tab raised, just so that people know where to find it. In case people don't make a stream, it will just be in a stationary location that's good for sharing. Nothing serious, just making sure people know where and when information's gonna be available. Oops, went the wrong way. Motherfucker. I thought we were almost out, but I went the wrong way. It's fine. It's fine. She's back. That didn't take very long. She's already purring. You gonna help me get through this? You gonna help me get through Deist Cavern? Yeah. Tell me all your secrets. This is what her secrets sound like. Very good. Thank you for your additions. Y'all, I hate to say it. This is really taking it out of me. I'm gonna use my last snooze for the day. I also love the purrs, I'm such a sucker. I want to get out of here. I keep forgetting where I am, and I just want to finish this up, get a save in, and then we'll start streaming some other time. You know, this dungeon is rough. I thought the other dungeons in this game were making me feel it. This dungeon is really... it's pushing the love I have for this one. I have not really interfaced that much with Crystal Chronicles. We are... I'm gonna talk about it at some point soon, as far as Crystal Chronicles go. Look, like, that's the thing, is we're talking about all the Final Fantasies up here. Yeah. No, it's a little ridiculous. It's pushing my limits on my love for this game. I have played Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics is really good. I want to, I didn't finish it, because, I've only been playing games for roughly a decade, so, you know, got a lot of time to put in. And, I love tactics, like the gameplay style, the tactical gameplay style. So I do like, Final Fantasy Tactics, and it is one of my husband's favorites. So, it's definitely gonna be played on stream at some point soon. Just, you know, how soon really depends on how soon we get out of these fucking dungeons. Sorry to disappoint, David, but no. It's my fault for going the wrong way. It's fine. I'm gonna run from fights. I'm not gonna finish this offline. We're getting out of here together. Gang, we're getting out of here together. And also, it's cute that you guys are talking about stuff. Oh, that sucks, Street. I'm sorry. Got it rough in these streets. I'm really sorry. I need to go. Look, that's how we've gotten every single TV in our house. Every TV we have purchased in the past however many years, we've picked up at a Walmart on a Black Friday, because the deals on televisions actually get a little ridiculous. So, good plan. Good plan. just thought it would be funny if our little pirate girl did just one little stabby stab. Just a little one. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think that a single electronic that is in my household, outside of this computer, which, since I'm a freelancer, I got to use on my taxes, was purchased on Black Friday. Oof. Yeah, it's almost always... That's one of the really, like, sad things about, like, electronics now, is that it is almost impossible to get them repaired. Like, for a price that is cheaper than just getting a new one. I think one of the really nice TVs we got was, like, under 300 bucks. So, definitely keep your eye out for some good deals. Hell yeah, Valkyrie. A lot of people think that the GBA version is like a really good, it is really wasteful. A really good version of one. Also fair, as far as like the repairing it yourself. But yeah, no, it's crazy how like wasteful our electronics and consumer culture around electronics have gotten. And it's like very sad to watch it only get worse, because like now some cars you can't really like fix without paying a ton of money because the electronics in them are so intense. It's just a really strange culture. Like I feel like even the like U-brake I fix in our town shut down recently, so I really wonder if it's just like becoming a lost industry. Alright, guys. No! We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. There it is. The door. The door. Yeah, it tracks. No, ambushed. Fuck. Yeah, exit to ambush is what it is. I was gonna say, I have not, like, shockingly, because I did have a DS for a fair bit of time, I don't think I've played a single one of the Final Fantasy games on DS. Granted, I played a lot of ROMs and emulators for a long time, so for a decent chunk of time, I have no idea what versions I was playing. I was just playing them on a PC. So, you know, it is what it is. But I love a good, transportable Final Fantasy. I'm sure I could agree with you, Street. Because also, like, 3 is not great, 4 is good as far as my recollection is serving me. So on the DS, I can only assume it's still pretty peak. Oh, that's true, Street. I didn't even think about that. Girl, at some point, when stream's a little bit fresher and I have a little bit more energy, we can both put our anti-capitalism hats on and go off for a little bit. Go off on a little tangent. Don't worry, those takes are not wasted here. We're here. We'll get there. We'll get there. And see, that's the other thing too, is like eventually, depending on how these videos go, maybe we will get into looking at some of the discrepancies between the games and playing different versions and playing like the most touted version and really see viscerally what those differences are like. But for now, I'm just gonna have to read up on them. I'm gonna have to watch other people do it and gather information that way, because look, as much as I love these games, I'm not gonna play 5 different versions before I put out a video. Maybe, once we get a little bit further along, but for right now, I think we're good, and we're just about to hit another ad break, so we are going to try and just finish up this section, get to the point where we tell the wyvern to rest in peace, and then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, I have my fingers crossed for you. So, I'm sorry if my channel jump scares you. It is not my intention. I'm actually not sure how many versions there are, David. Off the top of my dome, anyway. The wyvern. It's dead. Sorry. The last living wyvern is dead, but the egg you placed in the spring remains. Someday it will hatch, and the wyvern will spread its great wings and soar through the sky for the rebels. The wyvern can't thank you for what you've done, so allow me to do so in their place. We are grateful. Yeah, R.I.P. So sad. So sad. Yeah, I think you're right. I do think it is only the 2. I mean, if you don't count the very large section of 14 that just kind of was 9. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. Alright, rest in peace, little dragon buddy. Sorry I couldn't hatch your egg. Yeah. Yes, 1 through 6 are the most, like, re-released and reworked. So that's the thing, is like, you know, maybe we'll get there once we hit, like, a 4 or a 5. We'll see how everything's going. We'll see how people are enjoying it. We'll see how much of these games people want to see me play. But, yeah. There is a portion of 14 that does just have a... It's very 9-coded. It's incredibly 9-coded. Yes! There is a fan drop with updated graphics and voice acting, and I know that specifically because one of my friends from Community Theater did some free voice acting for some of the guards. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, so ad break's about to start, so I'm gonna hold off on my little goodbye spiel until that's back. But yeah, let's save this game. And we'll start in on that shortly. We'll start in on my little goodbye, because I don't want to get cut off. So yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy the ads. Drink some water. We'll be right back. Hey, Dagon's back. You missed a lot of the caverns. Basically. Just a lot of caverns. A lot of talking about Final Fantasy, and a lot of cat. Sprinkles made a lot of appearances today, and now she's all tired. My camera's different. No, yeah, I grew an additional 6 inches in the past month. That's what I was off doing. That's why I couldn't be on stream. Because I was actively working on my growth. Needed to be the tallest tall person I knew, you know? Dang. There we go. Here's hoping, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that my new growth spurt technology can really make up for the fact that I cannot play sports even a little bit. It would be really nice for me, actually. You came back at best time. We're just about to sign off. I tried out for basketball in high school. I did not make the team. I will be back, I promise. I'm not just gonna disappear off the face of the planet again. But I will have fun growing more, yeah. No, next time you see me, I will be 7 feet tall. Very excited for that. Very excited. You know, they say there's a lot of, like, the best streamer on Twitch, the most competitive streamers on Twitch. I look to be the tallest streamer on Twitch, hands down. Alright, that looks like the ad break is done. Guys, this was an absolutely thrilling time. Thank you guys so much for all indulging in a bunch of Final Fantasy faff. We'll talk about it. My friend he's getting into voice acting. We'll talk about all about my community theater friends and the weird shit that I get up to in my free time. But yeah, excellent. No spooky ads. Happy to hear it. But yeah, of course, Saki. I'm so happy that you got to show up. I'm so happy that all you guys got to show up. Thank you guys. This has been a blast. I will be back, I promise. I'm not just going to disappear off the face of the planet. My streaming schedule may not be 100%. I might not be on every day, as it says I will be. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. I usually stream between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. I am trying to get gameplay footage, so I don't have a lot of editing to be doing right now, so I will probably, most likely, fingers crossed, should everything go right, I will be streaming tomorrow at noon. So, all things dependent, I should be back tomorrow. If not, I will definitely be back on Thursday, but tomorrow should also be here. So we'll see. Yeah, very much a noon Eastern Standard Time, by the way. EST. Noon EST, of course. Yeah, it's been a blast for all of you, so thank you guys so much for showing up. Hope to see you all in the next one. I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening, afternoon, midday, whenever this is going out to you, but I hope you guys are all doing well and having a good day, and I hope that you guys continue to have a good night, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Bye!